we have uncovered some crucial facts. This implies that the Federal Reserve is getting ready for ISO 4217, the universal adoption of XRP. An official report, which I was able to secure via the hard work of a committed independent investigator, supports this disclosure. Though it hasn't received much attention from the media, this revelation is nonetheless reliable. You can be sure that significant work is being done behind the scenes because Ripple cooperates with the U.S. on Bank Digital Currencies, CBDCs, and the SEC and Congress's efforts to resolve issues with special drawing rights. SDR liquidity at this crucial moment, together with the fact that the major Japanese banks have allowed XRP to be used for international payments and that there are signs that the cryptocurrency's value might reach an incredible $10,000 per unit, suggests that a major financial revolution is not too far off. But these improvements are only the start of what's taking place. The most current developments are thoroughly covered in today's episode. We want to make all the information easy to understand and accessible for you. Before we go into today's incredible developments, kindly click like. Enroll in our community by turning on notifications and subscribing. In a moment, I'll discuss why big financial institutions are making significant wagers on the value of XRP. A big move toward scaling up is coming soon from the Federal Reserve when they embrace XRP. Having stated that, let's dive straight into the topic of our conversation today. Use the Google Bard app, or even better, type "What is the world's bridge currency" into the search engine. You'll discover that XRP is said by all. But what really sets it apart is the ISO code, not just the name. Let's take a closer look at this development now that XRP has been granted the ISO 4217 designation, which turns it from simple digital money into a unique identity. One can begin assembling the jigsaw by looking up Federal Reserve ISO 4217 currency using the second image as a guide. According to this guideline, every worldwide currency is given a three-letter code. This momentous development strengthens XRP's standing as a world currency and makes it easy to swap for any listed currency that complies with ISO standards, such as the US dollar, the euro, sterling, yen, and others. An interesting turn is taken in the journey. Thanks to our research team's persistent efforts in traversing the intricate realm of digital banking, we have made a significant finding directly from the Federal Reserve's own online platform. I looked to the official Federal Reserve resources for validation in my search for indisputable proof. The website makes it very evident that an ISO 4217 three-letter code identifies each cryptocurrency that is a member of this exclusive club and that it uniquely identifies all currencies, including the USD and the yen. XRP is one of those that is clearly visible. Unquestionably, it is there in front of us. On October 24, 2023, the Federal Reserve, a representation of financial might, updated its website, demonstrating that this is more than just speculation. This is interesting since it happened the day after the U.S. concluded the Ripple lawsuit and the U.S. Congress firmly supported the use of XRP by financial institutions in their day-to-day operations. This sequence of events is not coincidental, rather, it is the unfolding of a painstakingly crafted tale of financial innovation. This forecast advances when the discussion shifts to whether or not XRP will reach $10,000. It's critical to realize that Ripple's collaborations are significant in ways that go beyond straightforward collaboration. Beyond theoretical conjecture, Ripple's alliances are based on the actual global transaction volumes projected to pass via the XRP ledger, accounting for the enabling of quadrillions of transactions. Not only does a $10,000 valuation seem reasonable, but it's also rather inexpensive in this situation. Having a strong faith is crucial. This great faith is demonstrated by financial institutions like Uphold, which has an amazing holding of over 1 billion XRP in its portfolio. To put that in perspective, Uphold's entire holdings in other cryptocurrencies pale in comparison to its astounding 740% stake in XRP, which is valued at over $1.28 billion. The substantial investment in XRP is motivated by the financial industry's need for a digital asset that can endure the intense pressures of global finance. Because the financial industry is prepared to employ XRP in a high-value transaction, the $110,000 price tag per unit is the start of a revolutionary shift in how money is used, not just wishful thinking. Talk about XRP's probable ascent to $10,000 shortly has intensified due to its expected position in central bank digital currencies. This theory is supported by the Federal Reserve's recognition of XRP's global application under the ISO 4217 standard, which is anticipated to start in the U.S. by the end of 2024. The amount of evidence shows how far this evolution has come, but the talk today extends beyond price guesswork to show the immense possibility of the settlement that hangs over the SEC and Ripple Labs negotiations. If this settlement comes to pass, it might be the means of putting a stop to a drawn-out legal dispute and raising XRP's market value significantly. We are ready to provide the CEO of Ripple Labs with the particular documents and supporting documentation for this settlement plan, which might be approved in the future as its utility grows. We're not merely conjecturing about these advancements. Earlier settlement proposals have been very important, especially because Judge Torres mandated that a non-litigious deal be reached by November 9, 2023. The SEC called an urgent conference to consider institutional settlements and litigation resolution, as the parties were under extreme pressure to achieve this deadline. In an attempt to resolve the dispute, an astounding $770 million settlement offer to divide a lab from the SEC was made. Nevertheless, Ripple showed their toughness by declining it. The story surrounding XRP has been significantly impacted by President Joe Biden's readiness to sign an executive order that might have a significant effect on XRP and other cryptocurrencies in the wake of this event. According to John Deaton, a crypto legal specialist, Ripple is quite likely to accept this reduction, which might mean that the SEC lawsuit is about to conclude. But this executive order is just the beginning of our thorough study. A second, very small $2 million settlement offer was made to Ripple Labs. Today, we'll examine the intricacies behind XRP's attainment of the much-discussed $10,000 milestone and examine the noteworthy 10% surge in market activity that has recently taken place. The significance of President Biden's executive order has raised stakes in the last 24 hours, as evidenced by the conclusion drawn by independent research that the orders are intended to support the Federal Reserve's adoption of XRP globally by the ISO 4217 standard. A settlement plan that included a $20 million payment to settle the Ripple SEC lawsuit surfaced soon after this direction. This plan begged Ripple Labs to grant it and end their legal dispute with the SEC. This is a new situation. Given the remarks made by our CEO on U.S. banks' interest in using XRP in the wake of their SEC legal issues, this situation is especially important. A complete legal triumph could result in a significant change in the Federal Reserve's XRP integration approach and could lead to a surge in XRP ledger transactions. Today's talk dives into the particular and rapidly changing environment of XRP's position inside the global financial system, going beyond idle speculation. Always keep in mind that the information in these videos is completely for your amusement and that I am not a licensed financial advisor. I always tell my viewers to do their own research and consult with specialists before making any financial decisions. I sincerely appreciate your seeing. Please click the like button if you like the video. Remember to turn on the notifications so you can be the first to know when I upload new content.